Think luxury bags, Rolex watches, and iPhones are modern inventions? Please, in my time, one tiny gram of purple dye cost more than a kilogram of pure gold.
And if you wore the wrong color cloak in public, you could literally go to prison. Or worse. Welcome to the Roman Empire, where status wasn't just about looking rich. It was about proving you were allowed to look rich. Let's talk about the most expensive color in human history, Tyrian purple. Picture this. Somewhere on the coast of modern-day Lebanon, around 1500 BC, Phoenician traders discovered a tiny sea snail, the murex. To get just 1 gram of real purple dye, you needed to crush 12,000 of these snails alive. Let them rot in huge vats for days, then boil the mess in urine and sunlight. The smell was so bad that the factories had to be built outside the city walls. But the result? A color so deep, so vibrant, so impossible to fake that the Romans lost their minds over it. This wasn't just nice purple. This was imperial purple. Senators could wear a stripe of it. Only the emperor could wear a full toga of it. 1 pound of this dye cost more than a skilled craftsman earned in an entire year. It was literally worth its weight in gold, sometimes 10 times over. And the Romans went completely feral for it. Rich women dyed their hair purple. Rich men lined their cloaks with it. Even the curtains in their villas had to have at least a purple border, or they felt poor. The more purple you wore, the louder you screamed, "I am untouchable." But here's the crazy part. The emperors got scared, because when ordinary people started saving up for a single purple stripe on their tunic, the entire social order started to wobble. So what did they do? They passed laws, brutal, ridiculous, incredibly specific laws against luxury. The Lex Appia in 215 BC was the first big one. Women were forbidden from owning more than half an ounce of gold. No woman could wear a purple dress or ride in a carriage inside the city unless it was a religious festival. Later laws, under Augustus and even under me, Julius Caesar, went even further. We literally banned certain fabrics and colors for different social classes. You think your boss has a dress code? Try this. If you were a regular citizen and someone saw you in full Tyrian purple, you could be fined, beaten, or exiled. In some periods, you could be executed for undermining the moral fabric of the Republic. And it wasn't just purple. Silk was the next obsession. Silk came all the way from China along the Silk Road. It was so light, so smooth, so ridiculously expensive that one Roman writer called it the fabric that makes women naked while still dressed. The Senate hated it. They said it was decadent, immoral, and made men look soft. They even passed laws forbidding men from wearing silk at all. Only women and emperors were allowed. But did anyone listen? Of course not. The black market for Chinese silk was insane. People mortgaged their houses for a single silk tunic. So why am I telling you all this? Because nothing has changed. Today we don't have sumptuary laws. We have something far more powerful. Invisible social laws enforced by Instagram, TikTok, and our own insecurity. We call them luxury brands. Gucci, Rolex, Louis Vuitton, Apple, Hermès, the new Tyrian purple. A Birkin bag costs more than a decent car, not because the leather is magically better, but because only a few thousand are made each year, and you have to earn the right to buy one. Rolex doesn't sell watches. They sell membership in an exclusive club. Apple doesn't sell phones. They sell the feeling that you're one step ahead of everyone else. This is called conspicuous consumption. And an economist named Thorstein Veblen figured it out over 100 years ago. The whole point isn't to enjoy the thing. The whole point is to show other people you can afford it. And here's where it gets evil. Society has created something called lifestyle inflation. You get a raise, instead of saving the difference, you upgrade your life to match your new income. Bigger apartment, nicer car, designer clothes. Suddenly, the same salary that felt rich 5 years ago now feels normal. And you're still broke at the end of the month. You buy a $3,000 handbag on credit so strangers on the internet think you're successful. You finance a Rolex so your ex sees you're winning. You wait in line for the new iPhone so your coworkers know you're on top of things. All of this so you can signal status, just like a Roman matron in 50 BC who would rather starve than be seen in last season's purple. The psychology is exactly the same. Our brains are wired to crave status because for 300,000 years of human evolution, higher status meant better food, better mates, better protection. The only difference is that today the signals are mass-produced and sold to us on 24-month payment plans. Caesar hook. You buy logo bags on credit just to look rich? What banality. In my time, for the wrong color of cloak, you could be thrown in prison. At least we were honest about our madness. We openly admitted that clothes were about power. You hide behind, "It's just a nice bag." The Roman emperors at least had the courage to write laws saying only we get to flex. Modern brands are smarter. They convinced you that you're choosing this, that it's your personality, that buying their logo makes you unique. Newsflash, there are 400,000 people walking around with the exact same unique Gucci pattern. So what's the lesson for our time? First, recognize the game. Status is a drug, and luxury brands are the dealers. Every time you feel the urge to buy something just to prove something, ask yourself, would I still want this if nobody ever saw it? The moment you get more money, decide in advance what percentage you will keep, invest, or give away before your brain starts dreaming up new ways to spend it. Third, remember that the people who actually have real money almost never look like they do. The quiet millionaire drives a 10-year-old Toyota and wears a $40 watch. The guy in the Lamborghini and Gucci belt is usually one bad month away from bankruptcy. The Romans eventually figured this out too. After centuries of sumptuary laws failing spectacularly, the emperors just gave up and let everyone wear whatever they wanted. The empire didn't collapse because of purple dye, but the obsession with status certainly didn't help. History is clear. When a society becomes obsessed with looking rich instead of being rich, things get ugly. So next time you open Instagram and feel that little sting of, "I need that," remember the Murex snail. Remember the 12,000 creatures crushed alive so one woman could feel superior for a single dinner party. And ask yourself, is this really the kind of status I want? The comments section below is our modern Roman wall. Carve your honest take right now. Do you own anything just for the logo? Have you ever caught yourself in lifestyle inflation? Or are you one of the rare ones who actually escaped the game? I'll pin the most brutally honest answers to the top. See you in the empire.